This is a switch for the SKYLINE window panels from Wokeuconcepts that go right here that light up. So I'm gonna end up modifying this. I'm actually gonna put this switch right here. I'm gonna drill a hole through this one right here, so that way I could flip the switch and turn the lights on. I still have not received all the parts yet that I need, like all the wiring and loom and everything else that I need. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and, okay, so this obviously is really thin, so it's not gonna fit in here, even if I unscrew this and then try to screw it back on. So what I have to do, let me flip this around. What I have to do is cut about the same length as this or a little bit bigger on this section only right here that goes all the way to the back. Cut it back here and back this way, so like a square, so that way this fits through there, and then do the same thing on this cover right here, so it could essentially go in there, and then drill a hole through here, so that way I could feed that through there. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, go ahead and trim it, and then go ahead and put this thing on, and we'll see from there. All right, so what I ended up doing is I ended up cutting a square kind of like hole or cutout right here, so that way the switch could fit in there. I also did it on this outside piece. Once I did that, I ended up drilling so that this switch could fit through there. And after that, I just put this on, put the little locking washer in there, and then bolted it down, and now we have a switch. So yeah, my daughter ended up actually giving me this, and I ended up putting some double-sided tape and then sticking it on there. One more thing I did want to mention, I actually did end up painting this in this color right here. I hit it with that, a duplicate color clear, and it looks awesome now. It's gonna be pretty sick, I hope. I hope it works. I mean, I never done this before, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. Like, the concept of it sounds pretty simple, but I guess we'll see once I run all the wires and stuff. But for now, I'm waiting on all the wires to come in, all the parts that I need to come in order for me to do this situation. I'm also waiting on the plexiglass with the light up SKYLINE sign to come in. All right, so you guys saw the little flip switch I got from Amazon, and the rest of the stuff finally got here. So this is from AutoZone, and this is a fuse box. So I got 25 feet of the red wire, power wire, and 25 feet of the black ground wire. I'm gonna run the black wires to ground, and then I'm gonna run one of the red wires from this side to the other side, to the driver's side, through the back of the seat, underneath the seat. Tap in with them with the T-tap connectors. I got these from AutoZone, and these just come in handy either way, so I got these from AutoZone either way because I tend to use these a lot. And of course I got these fuses as well. Not really sure what type of fuse I'm supposed to use, but I think the 10 should be fine. And then what I got here, some heat shrink connectors, of course, to insulate everything from water. And I have some more of these to hook up the wiring. I have the SKYLINE glass from Wokeuconcepts, and I have everything here that I need to install it onto the SKYLINE. So now what I have to do is remove the seats, remove the harness bar, remove the rear seats, remove the interior quarter panels to get to the windows. From there, run all the wiring to the switch, from the switch to the battery, and I should be done and put everything back together. First things first, I'm gonna remove the interior. Once I remove the interior, disconnect the battery, and then run all the wiring through. Once all the wiring is ran through, then I can go ahead and put everything back together, and we should be done. So let's get to it. All right, so I took the whole interior apart. As you can see, it looks like a mess because the seat belts are still hooked up. So I just pushed everything to the center. And as you guys can see, I put on the first piece of glass already. So I put some 3M double-sided clear tape on all 4 corners, and that's how I'm gonna glue it on. I know I should have used Velcro, but I'm just gonna use this. Okay, 2 hours after I started this whole process, I'm finally complete, and I wanted to show you guys how I did it. Let me get this flashlight right here. So I ran the ground wire and I hooked it up onto here, this bolt right here. I ran the first power wire from the passenger side all the way underneath that carpet, all the way over here, and then I tapped it right here onto the other power wire that goes to that window. And again, right here, the ground, I hooked it up there. I ran the wire down here to the switch. From the switch, I ran it up in through here, down through here, through the hole on the firewall. I know it looks like shit right now. I gotta fix it later. I ran it through here, came out here. From here, I hooked it up to the fuse box here. From the fuse box to the battery. Now, I hooked up the ground, and it is a moment of truth, guys. It's not working. I don't know why. This side doesn't work. Let's check this side. That side doesn't work. LEDs are in, and they both turn on. And the reason they weren't turning on is because my freaking battery was low. And that is why they didn't turn on. But this is pretty freaking amazing. It's pretty sick. I'm really happy with how it looks. That one looks a little off-center, so I might have to unstick the other one and bring it down a little bit. That one looks good to me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, put the interior back together, and we are good to go. The seats back in, the side panels back in. I'll explain that window and what I have to do to that one in a little bit, and why the seats or the harness bar aren't in. But I got the seats back in, the panels back in, and it's good to go. Now, I'm really happy with the way that all of this came out. Let's say I'm driving, boom, hit the car meets, hit the car shows, or driving at night, boom, hit the switch. Even during the day, you can see it pretty good. Now check that out. I hit the switch and the lights come on. I don't know if you guys could tell on camera, but it kind of looks like faded here on the SKYLINE part. And that is because I put a different LED on there. So when I first got the plexiglass, what I did is I got a drill battery without looking at the voltage, and I hooked it up to that, and those are only 12 volts, I believe, 12 volts. And the drill was 18 volts, and I fucked up. I connected the positive and negative, and it burned out the LEDs. So he's nice enough to send me a new strip. So I'm gonna wait till the new strip gets on here and swap it out. It's pretty easy to change out. So I'll swap that out once I get it. Put this side right here. Looks even, and it lights up really nice. During the day, you can see this one really good. The other side you can't really see at all. And it's just the way the LEDs are set up that makes it look like this. So huge shout out to Wokeuconcepts. This is a good product, man. It just completes the side of the car. I might just get like a sticker here. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, and I cannot wait till this car is out in the streets. It's almost ready. I am waiting on a couple of parts, but it's not too much long from now. Probably like 2 weeks from now, the car is gonna be up and running, and I'll be able to take it wherever I please. And I really do need to start doing that because the battery is running kind of low. So here is a switch right here. When it's boom, hit the switch, and the vents are off. I'm gonna hit the switch right now. Boom, they're on. Hit the switch, off. And I want to give a shout out to this person right here. He helped me out a little bit on how to wire these. He gave me a little bit of advice, and that actually helped out in the long run. So thank you very much for that. Once again, Ed Range, peace.